Yes, has been started. Or the check 1 2. Hello everyone, welcome back. Yesterday you saw Zach Mayo take the victory at Daytona, but now can he go back to back? We're gonna have to wait and see. I'm not in the race yet. So I don't have the invite. That's ridiculous. So we might miss the first lap of the race for no reason. Or at least I might. Oh, I feel like I think they're gonna do a pace lap. I hope so.
I think they will too.
Yeah, that'll be very neat. With the Folds of Honor 500 here at Atlanta. The roughest pavement in the schedule. Some memorable moments could be when Kevin Harvick won against Jeff Gordon after Dale Earnhardt's passing. Definitely a sad day that day was, but Kevin Harvick got that quote-unquote 3-car back to victory lane. He was Dale's replacement. I don't know what I'm talking about now, but that was definitely something fun to happen at Atlanta. Alright, but that is besides the points.
Something fun.
Yeah, something memorable. Alright, waiting for the drivers. Okay, Atlanta. Ooh, wow. Okay.
162 laps.
Jab loopsy, and the 48 is going green here at Atlanta in the GoPro Cup Series. Vroom. Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, so Jab currently has the point right now as he did start on pole. Alright, so I do not think it's going to be as crazy as it was yesterday. I mean, to be honest with you. Oh, what's good direction are you in? Ooh, the 88 hit the wall a little bit. Alright, do what you feel that's better. Alright, so Jab currently has a healthy lead over second place 42. The 42 of Brute Gorgon. Yesterday we saw him, he was very aggressive. You know, he was not afraid to put the bumper to somebody. But today, hopefully he won't be like that. But now, as you can see, he's getting passed by Zach Mayo in the 18 Eminem's Camry. Passes around the 42 quite easily. Now the 42 riding his bumper, tailgating him even.
That was such a solid move.
Alright, the 42, 42 kind of scrapes the wall a little bit. Alright, now let's go on board with the Daytona 250 winner, Zach Mayo. Zach Mayo, if I can be honest with you, that is definitely my pick for today as well. Jab in that 48 patriotic scheme has been doing fantastic. He did fantastic in the race yesterday, led a chunk of the race, you know. But now, Zach, he's on his way. He wants to go back to back. But Jab, he wants to win his first race of the season. Only time will tell what can happen. Alright, what I've noticed at that 42 right there, he's just been behind Zach. Ooh, but he's about to get turned. Not turned, but he's about to get passed by the 43, a crucial oyster for Flyers Motorsports. 43 got that petty blue pair of blue cars right here. Ooh, the 42 is about to get passed by the 88 of Flyers. So yeah, that 42 is definitely going nothing but backwards. But he looks like he's trying to hold off Flyers. How long will that last? Ooh, Flyers, he's definitely right there. There's only so much that you can do when you're getting someone behind. Ooh, 42 actually got a little tight right. Ooh, contact between Flyers and the 42. But so far, it's actually been a clean race. You don't see a lot of beating and banging at the moment. Not a lot of problems.
I feel like they got their anger out the first race, and now the second race seems to be pretty tame.
I am pretty sure of that. Ooh, the 42. The 42 seems to be faster than the 43. Crucial, you know, not a very strong performance, but ooh, the 43 hits the apron a little bit. He's gonna lose some momentum. Now here we are on board with Brute Gorgon. Ooh, the 43 blocks. Ooh, now the 42 just hit the wall just right there. Flyers is just watching all of this happen. Ooh, he walks up the track a little bit, but that'll be okay. There goes Brute. Ooh, Brute just needs a good run. He needs like an opener. Because it looks like that he is kind of faster than the 43 of Crucial. But only time will tell.
Towards the back of the pack, the 12 got extremely loose off the corner.
Oh yeah, we haven't focused on the back of the pack. Let me see. Look at the 78. The 78 was far in the back last week. He finally got up to lead a few laps, hit the apron. Tough break for him at Daytona last week. Coffee. Let's talk about Coffee. Coffee, definitely a very fast driver last week. Got the award for leading the most laps last week. Did a fantastic job, but just couldn't get back up there later in the race. But, however, doesn't look like that he's up there in this race either. Can he rebound from last week and actually win this race? I mean, it is pretty far back, but this is the beginning of the race, so like we said before, only time will tell. Here we are with the 12 car of Thrasher. Thrasher, who was in Xfinity last year, moved himself up. Now he's back here. Not a very good run so far. Currently, I think he is in last place. Yep, he is in last place. No one is behind him. This is his first race of the year. Couldn't make it Daytona, but that's fine because he is back in the ride this week. This is currently his first Cup start in a while. He was in Xfinity last year, but now he's in the Cup Series. Very, very great paint scheme, red and white. Dex Imagine is on board with him. Pretty sure we'll see other sponsors by him recently. Say it again.
You know the right analog moves the camera?
The right analog. Fantastic paint scheme. Got a scallop paint scheme. Alright, so now that's a run through the field so far. I'm pretty sure we'll check on everybody individually a little bit later. But now let's go back to the lead. Jab. Just a long gap. Putting himself a long gap. Ooh. I think the 18 just hit the wall a little bit. But he has a pretty big gap. At least like a 2-second gap away from the 18. And the 42.
Nice battle for third.
Oh, the 42 has definitely been behind that 43 for quite a while. And I'm just wondering when will he finally get around the 43. Definitely very interesting. But ooh, Brute. He's just riding Crucial's back bumper. Now I think they just scraped the wall just now. Alright, there goes the 42 on the high side. He has a run. There you go. He has a nice run on the high side. Ooh, he hit the wall. He couldn't get it. He hit the wall. Scraped it. But he's still going full speed. Zach, I'm actually surprised that Zach hasn't taken the lead yet. Maybe it's that clean air. Definitely that clean air must be an advantage. Flyers has kind of dropped back. Kind of lost a little bit of distance between himself and Brute Gorgon. Very interesting battle.
43 up the track.
Yeah, the 43. I'm pretty sure that he'll save that, though. Crucial has saved things before us. Definitely.
42 is definitely looking for a mistake here out of Crucial.
Crucial, he needs to make a mistake if that 42 needs to get around him. If that 42 wants to get around him, he's going to have to at least give him the bumper, give him the boot or something like that to maybe get that car a little bit. Ooh, but the 43 is actually gaining time on Zach, the favorite. Zach, somebody that we've been talking about a lot. A past champion.
Seems like he's lessened his pace since the start of the race. Maybe trying to conserve any fuel.
Alright, so this race, ooh. What's the 18 doing? What's the 18 doing?
Interesting decision there.
Oh, he's going up pit road.
He's actually implementing strategy.
Look at that. Oh, he scrapes the inside wall, but that doesn't look like it's going to be a problem.
88 also goes in.
Oh, this is their pit strategy.
Perhaps looking to split the stage in half.
Yeah, very interesting, fantastic paint scheme by the 88 Exalta machine.
This may
Alright.
prove costly, though, because they might be too far back to where they will be lapped by the leader.
Look at that 48 Lowe's patriotic paint scheme. Definitely very nice looking paint scheme indeed for the 48. So Jab seems to be the favorite. Jab, who dominated his Xfinity series, and I mean he dominated his Xfinity season by
42 and 43 are both in the pits now.
Alright, so this, oh, what in the world? What? Is there something wrong with the 42? What? Oh, it's probably, yeah, it's probably a glitch. Let me not even trip. 43. Oh,
78 coming in.
Let me see who will get out first, the 43 or the 42? Oh, yep, the 43. Get out ahead of the 42. The 42, you can tell he's desperate to get around that 43. And there they go back on track.
48 and 12 haven't pit yet.
Well, they better pit. No, speaking of which, there goes the 48 right there down pit road.
Definitely trying to split the stage in half.
Has Thrasher pit yet?
For the second
in the 12? Stage. Has Thrasher pit yet? The 12 car.
Thrasher has not pit yet, as he will now take the lead.
Alright, first few laps led by Thrasher today. First few laps led by somebody different. So, who else are we going to see
Interesting
today?
decision by him as he hits the wall off turn 2.
Oh, yeah. Seems like he's going full pace. Look at this nice paint scheme. 4HC range
78 out of possible speeding penalty on the 48 as it will come out.
Let's go to him.
Very far behind 78.
Oh. The 78 is not in the lead though.
They
The
came
leader
in
is the
around
12
the
car,
same time.
Hold up, I don't think that he has a speeding penalty. The 18 is very far back. Could he catch the 48 during the pit strategy? I do not think so. I think that's the same time back away from the 48.
Where is the 42 at?
42, I think he came out in the same spot.
Yep, exiting is now in turn 4.
He lost time. He
18,
lost
though.
time on that 43. He lost time. The his pit crew must have just messed him up ever so slightly, because every second matters. Every second matters. You have to know that every second matters. So, you know, the pit crew, they can't afford to make costly mistakes like that, because it definitely will mess up your race. Unless you have a fast enough car to rebound from that, I don't see him catching up to the lead pack. Alright, so as the 12 pit, I don't think the 12 is, I think everybody's still a lap down. That 48 is coming.
This brings up the question, how much is too much for the 12 car?
I think he stayed out long enough. I think, yeah, he's coming. No, he's not. Alright, interesting.
Stays out one more lap.
Yeah,
this is proving costly to him as he now loses position to the 48.
Actually, I think the 48 is actually just trying to get his lap back, and as you can see, there he goes. He gets his lap back. Because I think the 48 was still a lap down. But, you know, the 48 using those fresher tires. Thrasher's still your leader. I think he should pit right here. He should have just came in when everybody else came. Ooh, you can tell. Ooh, he walks up the track a little bit. Yeah, those tires are proving costly for him. And that 18 is coming. Yeah, the 12 is just going to need to get out of the way of the 18, considering that Zag does have fresher tires. You don't really want to hold up something with fresher tires. No. Ooh, almost put up a fight right there. He needs to hold his line. That's all Thrasher has to do is just hold his line. Oh, he hits the wall a little bit trying to. And I think Thrasher definitely needs to just go down pit road. He's definitely leading laps. Good job for him. But he's gonna need to come down pit road. Those tires are not gonna handle much. They're gonna prove that with those old tires, your handling is gonna be very horrible. And you can tell that now. He's just walking up the track. He's very tired right now.
Yes, in practice runs, towards the end of long runs, the tires, when they're completely gone, you can see the car slide up more. Right now you can see the 12 car adapting to a higher line than usual. As he will slowly start sliding up track here.
So like he goes down to the bottom line first, I mean to like the lower part of the track, and then he just drifts up on the high side. That goes to show you he has no grip. Those tires.
He might be coming in the pit now, though.
I hope so. I hope he does. There you go. He's slowing down, and there he goes.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh,
Oh.
oh, is he okay? And he makes it in. The leader pits.
That was
But now let's
extremely
go
close.
to this battle up here. The 18 has caught up to
Battle
the
for the
48.
lead.
Oh yes, he's caught up to the 48 now. Are we actually going to see a green flag pass for the lead without pit strategy? Oh, there you go. The 18 is coming. The 18 is definitely coming. Zach is trying to go back to back. But 48 of Jab is not trying to let that happen. Ooh. I
Ooh,
think
contact.
they touch a little bit. Touch a little bit, actually. Ooh, he's on that rear corner panel. He has the run. Ooh, they're so close to the outside wall, but they hold it. They're side by side down the back stretch. And the 43 of Cruz is trying to get past, trying to find a hole somewhere. And I think Zach is... Oh, the 48 puts him up the track. Wow, okay. And Zach is on the outside wall. He's definitely not going to be happy about that. Now, Crucial is going to take advantage of this.
To take the lead.
And he's going to take it. Crucial is now your leader for today's race. Wow, definitely
That's
very
where a
interesting
majority of this
battle.
race is going to be.
Very interesting battle between the 40 and the 18, but I have to say that was kind of a dirty move. We're going to have to check the replay after the race here live from Twitch. If you are just joining us, Jab is your pole sitter, and Jab led a big chunk of the race. You seen the 18 just challenge for the lead right there, but the 48 just bumped him out of the way. Pit strategy was made on Thrasher. Thrasher was hoping on a caution, but I do not. He definitely didn't get what he wanted, considering that he lost tons of time, hella time. So you know, Thrasher, I don't think he's gonna get back up there unless we get some cautions. But the 18, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get back up there. He has one of the fastest cars today too. I'm pretty sure that the 18 is gonna pass the 43 eventually. Zach, like you said before, won the season opener at Daytona, going for back-to-back, trying to win the first two races of the year. That reminds me of Matt Kenseth, who did in 2009 when he won the 2009 Daytona 500. Then the next week he won California. Let's see him win the first two races of the year, just like Matt Kenseth did in 2009. But Zach is definitely going to have to go through some drivers. Zach is definitely one of the fastest drivers today, like I have stated plenty of times, but Jab is definitely his rival for today's race after what we just saw there. And Crucial, he's going to have to get past Crucial as well. Definitely very interesting battle between the top three. All of them have just moved away from the field, pulled away, and now we're going to have a battle for second. Let's focus on the battle for second. Will there be any payback soon?
It's current.
Ooh,
All
he's
over
right
the
on his
bumper.
back bumper, all over the. Ooh, he moves him up the
Oh.
track now. Ooh, look at that. So that looks like the payback that we were looking for, folks. And
What a move.
Zach is going to get around him very easily. Earlier in the race, we did not see anybody challenge Jab. Jab was just unchallengeable in that 48 Lowe's patriotic paint scheme. But now he moved back to third. I think that was pit strategy at hand. That had to be pit strategy. I definitely believe that
Oh.
Jab, I think Jab will get back up there later today, but if not, then Zach is definitely, and I mean Zach definitely has this race in his hands.
Yeah. Currently there are 7 laps to go. Stage 6 when they cross. So we've seen pit strategy come into play. Average fuel window for one of these NASCARs this season is 26 to 30 laps. So they will have to pit again for this 41 lap second stage. So where is the ideal lap that you would come into pit, Sean?
I'm guessing the same time as they went the last time. I honestly can't tell which lap that they pit, but I would love to. If I knew the fuel window when it comes to here at Atlanta, I would definitely tell you. Whenever the fuel window hits, that's when I'll pit, basically. But don't stay out too long, though. Don't try to be a hero. Try trying to lead as much laps as possible. Just come in when everybody else comes in, because it could end up hurting you unless you don't get the caution that you want. Ooh, Zach kind of bumps the 43.
This is where we could see Thrasher's plan actually working, such as staying out until fuel runs out, hoping for a caution, or we could see somebody come in early enough just to barely make the fuel window and hold on to the lead for the rest of the race. A lot of strategies could come into play here.
I agree with you. Zach, he is not letting that 43 out of his sights. He is just coming. He is really piercing his way through the lead, or he's trying to pierce his way under or over the 43 car. Ooh, the 43 goes in a higher line. I think that might hurt him right here. Ooh, the 18 goes a little bit higher too. He's not gonna scrape the wall. Yes, like I said before, it might hurt him right here. Ooh, 43 blocks. Oh, there. Oh, Zach hits the apron and he's going to lose his second position. Zach loses time again. Wow, that must be very nerve-wracking. He has one of the fastest cars today and just hasn't gotten that lead yet. But that 43 definitely lost time as well, as here comes the 48. And I think they might be dealing with some lap traffic. Yeah, lap traffic. Lap traffic could hurt him. These three are arguably the fastest drivers today. They are having a hell of a great battle. Now there goes the 18. He's going to try to use the high side. The high side isn't necessarily the preferred lane, but as you can see, you can kind of drift on the high side a little bit. Drift up the track a little bit, depending how tight your car is. As you saw the 43 did. Ooh, the 48 just now. Come across the 18's nose. The 18 and the 48, they have just been racing hard with each other. This is the beginning of the race, so I don't know why they're racing that
I'd like
hard.
to point out.
Ooh, they're side by side for a second.
The 78.
Ooh, the 43's in the grass. The 43 is in the grass, and now he's around. Hard wreck for the 18.
The track.
Hard wreck for the 18 and the 43.
Caution
Two big leaders. The caution is out. They will get back in the race, but hard wreck for these guys. Definitely. What in the world?
What?
I wish we had a better camera view of that, because what in the world was that?
I believe what happened
crucial?
was the got too close coming off the turn. One of them bumped into the other, caused a massive wreck. Because as soon as you get into that grass, you really can't control what the car's going to do after that.
That is true. He got into the grass as soon as he got out of turn 4 into the tri-oval, and he just lost it. And he came right back up on the 18.
1.
Yeah, that actually concludes stage 1, alright. And the 18 just can't catch a break. He just can't. But he's starting on the outside of the front row, alright, of Crucial, who did get into an incident with him just now. Alright, the green flag is back out. We are back racing here at Atlanta.
That's the first caution of the day, too.
Yeah.
Compared to,
with the leaders.
what is it, a dozen last week?
Wow. Had to be way more than that. Had to be. They're 3 wide. Zach is on the high side, but I'm pretty sure that he will find a way to get out of that. Ooh, the 42 makes
Amazing
a run
racing.
on the bottom line. And he's going to... Nah, he's not going to get second from Jab. But Crucial is definitely going to stay out there in the lead. They're side by side. Reminds me of last week Daytona. Yeah, definitely very fun. Definitely very fun restarts. There goes Flyers up on the high side. He's definitely going to lose time. And he's currently in the last position. And there goes 48 on the high side. Will he make something on the high side?
Great thing I'd like to point out is the dominance of Flyers Motorsports.
3 wide for the
43
lead?
and 48. 1-2.
They're trying to make
Come
a 3 wide for the... Oh, intense battle. Wow. Incredible run.
NASCAR Chaos in the 78. Trying to make a move there.
Chaos has
Backs
not really
off.
been that strong recently. At Daytona, we saw him leading, and like we said before, just hit the apron, done for that run. I hope that he makes a better run this week. Ooh! But they're getting scored. Ooh, wow.
78 into the wall.
Speaking of Crucial Oyster, big wreck.
Massive
the 18.
wreck.
The 88. around. I think the caution is out. The 78, like we said before. Hopefully that he does better in this race than he did last week. Same thing with the 88, and they just got caught up in a wreck.
No caution's been called.
Wasn't really his fault. Where I got to see more. Ooh.
Nope.
Yeah,
no, there's still no caution.
Ooh, still no caution. Wow. Oh, Oyster. Oyster has a huge lead. But now Raindrop, he's up there in 4th position. And now Brute Gorgon has a fantastic run on the 48. Will he get around the 48? No, I don't think so. He's right there behind. He definitely has more speed. Brute, from what I've noticed, has a problem passing drivers. He's faster than drivers in front of him, but he just can't pass them. I wonder what that is all about.
We have the 12 with Thrasher coming out of pit road, possibly strategy.
Thrasher? Well, he did pit extremely late, so I don't really blame him. Ooh, he's coming back on the track.
He's gonna come out
what
in
is
front
he
of the
doing?
leaders.
Yeah, he needs to get out the way.
Very costly.
He's definitely gonna need to get out the way. Unless he has fresher tires. If he has fresher tires, he could just drive away from him. Or maybe his car isn't just.
But he can't get up to speed.
He's gonna need to get up to speed. Ooh, he might be a problem for these leaders. Crucial Oyster. Will he get around him, or will Thrasher put up a fight? Thrasher's actually putting up a fight. He's not letting him go past.
And there he goes.
There he goes. He's gonna let him get
past
him. Oh wait, it's not over yet. He's still trying to fight back on the high side. Ooh, he scripts the wall a little bit, but that doesn't look like it's gonna hurt him. What are you doing, number 12? What are you doing? Oh, he's giving the 43 a big shove up the track. If they race like this, and the other 3 cars back there, the 20, the 48, and the 42, will catch up to them if they keep racing like this.
Oh, the 12.
Oh, the 12.
Ooh, the 12.
Ooh, he touches him. Touches his corner panel. Oyster must be heated right now. Lap car racing him this hard for no reason. Well, there is a reason, trying to get back on the lead lap, but the 12 obviously isn't faster than the 43, so I don't know what he's...
Yes,
I guess he's just gonna race with the pack.
Something you can realize about this is the fact that Thrasher actually, if you listen to the engine hard enough, he lets off the gas, opposed to Crucial and the leaders. They don't let off on the gas when they enter the turn. They are full throttling this entire track.
I guess it really depends on what your car is. If you gave your car the right adjustments, I'm not gonna say setups, because setups is illegal in Flyers' League. I'll let you guys know again. Setups are illegal. You can only do adjustments to your wedge.
Brute.
Oh, Brute. Yeah, there has been speculation of Brute using setups. As you can see, he passes the 12 car on the bottom. There has some speculation of Brute Gorgon using setups. I hope that he's not doing that, because, like we said before, that is illegal. But nothing we can tell at the moment. Maybe he'll get suspended. Maybe you may in the next few weeks you might see Brute not in a GoPro Cup Series race as he moves up on the high side and he loses second position. So yeah, no setups. Okay, so now it looks like they have caught up to the 43. Look at that. That racing with that 12 really kind of took some things out of the 43 of Crucial Oyster. Crucial just fast today. I definitely commend him on what he's been able to do today. 3 drivers that I've noticed that have been great today. That 48 of Jab. Ooh, he's gonna go under the 43, but it's not gonna be enough. The 18 just can't catch a break. Ooh, the 43 actually touches the wall a little bit, and so does the 20. Oh, ooh, there goes the 42. Brute Gorgon is gonna go under the 48 and the 42 and the 42, and he's going to go to the leader side by side. All right, as we're gonna ride with the 43. Ooh, the 43 almost touches the wall, but now the 42 has the shorter way around the track. Look at these 2 blue cars right here just going at it. 43 in that petty blue, nice looking NASCAR racing experience race car. And you have the 42 Credit One Bank Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. They're still side by side. Look at that. You won't see this in real NASCAR that much. I will tell you that. They're side by side. The 20 actually gets into the wall a little bit. and the 43 will keep the lead. So the the
There's
20.
one burnt fry.
The 20. We talked about the 20 last week. Definitely very strong, and now he's back up there today. Hopefully that he can find some success, and I wish the best of Coffee. Hopefully that he could definitely get it done. Well, anybody that hasn't won yet, I'm pretty sure they're definitely going to be hungry, because when we get this stage 2 caution, Zach is going to be right up there with him, and I really do believe that Zach has the fastest car. He's able to get up there into the lead very quickly, but it's just something bad always happens to him. That's not really his fault per se. That kind of costs him the lead. That kind of costs him from leading. He wants to lead more, I'm pretty sure. But
My pick for this race is honestly the 78. He's put in a ton of practice this week, and I really think he can pull it off. It's just like he keeps getting caught in situations where he's not the cause of it, but he ends up being a part of it, you know?
I have to agree with you on the practice part. He's definitely been practicing, but it doesn't look like that practice is really, paying off. He was about to get lapped in the beginning of the race. Yeah, he was that far back, and he got caught up in a few wrecks that might have been his fault, might have not been. We don't have that much clarification. But, yeah. I don't believe that the 78 will get up there anytime soon, as he just rides the wall. So, yeah, he's not doing that well. As we are on board with Flyers. Right now, Flyers also did not have a very good run last week, trying to rebound here at Atlanta in the second race. And he's going to try to get under the 78 for this position. Very good paint scheme on that 88. 78 hits the wall again. What in the world? I was right on board with the 42 for a little bit. He kind of walks up the track a little bit. I think now he's just holding his line.
Pit strategy. 88
Pit strategy.
pits.
Alright, the 88 is now in the pit road. What is he planning on doing? Let's go back to the lead. This is the lead. We've seen fantastic runs for the lead. Ooh, the 42 and the 20 into the wall. And the 42 mollywops the outside wall. Hard hit for the 42 credit one and CL win.
Still no caution, though.
No, wow. That was a hard hit, and there's no caution for it. Well, that's tough for Brute. The 18 is down pit road. Yeah, it's about that time for green flag pit stops. And the 12 car, I'm pretty sure the 12 car will stay out, considering that he stayed out. He used some type of pit strategy in the last stage. Pretty sure that he'll stay out. Where's that 12? Dex imagining Ford Fusion. Man, Coffee. Raindrop. There goes Flyers. Will Flyers try to battle with the leaders, considering that he does have fresher tires? Or is the leaders going to go down pit road right now? And there they go. They're
43 comes in.
Down the 43. There he goes. And
oh, 320. Bad
the
entrance.
20 hits the wall. Horrible entrance. What in the world? Now he's going, trying to fix it, and there he goes. Now he's going to lose tons of time. Ooh, the 78 actually misses pit road, and he's going backwards. Oh, wow, what is he doing? He's going backwards. He missed the pit road entry, and he was like, I'm definitely not going to miss pit road. So I guess I guess Atlanta has a trickier pit road than I thought, because they are definitely messing up like crazy.
Worst part about the pit road is you're going 180 on exit, and to get onto pit road, you must maintain a speed limit of 45 miles per hour. So to go and drop essentially 135 miles per hour in that short amount of time, very tricky.
I believe you. As we can see, so many problems with the 20 and the 78 of NASCAR Chaos. Lost a tremendous amount of time. I think your leader is the 12 right now. I don't think he went down the pit yet. Because, like we said before, he's trying to use that strategy. He's definitely going to be on weaker tires. As you can see, who's that behind him? I think that's Brute Gorgon in the 42. Yeah.
It is Brute?
Brute Gorgon is... is he in second or is he a lap down? I'm not really sure. I think he's a lap down. He did
he's
kind
a
of
lap
pit.
down.
He did pit. Ooh, the 12 scrapes the wall. So we are live from Twitch. If you were just joining, ooh, 42 and the 12 make contact. If you are just joining us, Thrasher, using that pit strategy, currently your leader at the moment. And this broadcast is brought to you by Nationwide. Like we said before, and time and time again, we are going to be on your side, like always. Wow, okay, the 12 just bumped the 42 out of the way. Kind of a little bit dirty, but hey. Maybe the 42 kind of came down on him.
When you look back at it, the 42 was coming down. It wasn't clear. 12 was running this line.
Definitely. Very interesting race here at Atlanta. It seems like that I've noticed that the leaders kind of pull away a little bit. And there's like three
Very
leaders.
spaced out field.
Yes, very spaced out at the moment. But the leaders, we notice that they don't really stay spaced out. They kind of come together. Like an IndyCar race, or old IndyCar race, since, you know, IndyCar changed their car. And they're more separate now. But very interesting. The 42 and the 12. Oh, the 12. He hit the apron. There he goes. The leader is around. The leader is around. He's going to lose.
Was that payback?
Tons of time. Possibly. He's going to lose tons of time. That kind of ruined his strategy. There goes NASCAR Chaos in the 78. Just driving past.
A lot of aggression.
Is that for the lead?
Being shown.
I don't think that's
Leader right now, I think, will be the 43 once he passes the 12.
I think it'll be the 48. I think the 48 is going to get the lead. Wait, hold up. Hold up.
48's behind 43.
Oh my, yeah, my bad, because previous driver, next driver, it should just be the drivers that are, you know, in order on the track. It shouldn't be, you know, qualifying, but whatever.
Current order would be Thrasher, followed by the 43, who's in the grass and going down pit road now.
The 43?
43 of...
Wow.
Crucial.
Really runs over the commitment cone. Is that a penalty?
That was an interesting...
I don't think that's a penalty.
No, because
in this league.
It wasn't meant to be a pit, I don't think. He clipped apron, got, like, slowed down, and then when he turned, he came into the grass and just took pit lane as, like, a shortcut.
Well, either way, he's still doing fast right now. Going extremely fast.
48 will now take the lead of all the cars that have pitted.
Oh, the Thrasher just pitted? No, Thrasher hasn't pitted yet. He's still the leader. So, very quiet race now. As you can see, the deck's imagining. 12 car is currently still your leader, Thrasher. So Thrasher is using that strategy, trying to get, maybe he's trying to get the bonus point for most. Oh, he's in the wall. He's in the wall. And he's definitely going to lose more time there. Thrasher is, it seems like that he's been having a problem with keeping the time that he's already gained. I mean, there's been problems. He's with the 42. Ooh,
and here
coming
he
up
goes.
the road. There he goes. And, ooh.
Jab will take first place.
Just makes it.
New leader.
48. No, wait.
So the pole sitter.
Hold up.
The 43 was going to be first because he was leading when they went down pit road, remember?
Yes.
Then it's the 42 and it took over when the 43 wrecked. So I'm pretty sure the 43 is still in second. Yes. 18 in third. Then fourth
The 18 is in third.
is
Wow, okay. Great rebound for Zach. He was
fourth is
kind of
the
far in the
88.
back after getting caught up in something. That wasn't his fault, by the way.
We're gonna have to wait until the stage ends to actually truly find out what order is due to the lack of a nice ticker to show us who's in the lead.
That ticker needs to be way better in the next game, I'm telling you. Very silent. So now that we are in stage number 2, who is your prediction to win the race, or do you think your favorites are?
My prediction to win the race, it's leaning towards the 18 because the 18 is in prime position, but at the same time I feel like the 48 will pull this off. Just he needs to relax and not make any costly mistakes like earlier in the race when he lost the lead.
I really do feel like that jab is the strongest right now. I mean, 18 is definitely very strong as well, but it's just he always gets caught up in something that's not really his fault. So that's kind of really swerving my my vote for who I think is gonna win. But I picked 2 favorites at Daytona. My 2 favorites were Coffee and Zach, and one of them got it. So I really think my 2 favorites, my 2 predictions are either Jab or Zach. Maybe Crucial. I possibly might fit Crucial in there because he's definitely been fast. But those are my first 2.
Fish sticks. Food of National Racing League.
This race was also brought to you by Tyson Chicken McNuggets. Fucking delicious. And fish sticks. Can't forget about them. So as you can tell, we are still on board with the 18. Definitely very
Mine
quiet.
are somewhat burnt.
Not very. Oh wait, hold on. What is that? Thrasher is actually spun on the entrance of pit road. What happened there? Whoa.
Hopefully it's not coming out for the 18. Oh, it's loose again.
Got loose again. Alright, so National Racing League. The National Racing League. This is one of its series, the GoPro series. This is for the best of the National Racing League, and they're really showing it today, or at least a few of them are. This is the highest point in the National Racing Series. National Racing League, created by Flyers fan. So, you know, shout out to you, Flyers, and good luck throughout the day. If you are just joining us, your leader is... Who is the leader? The 48 of Jab. Yeah, the 48 of Jab. Jab, like we said before, coming into this series with incredible speed, because in his last Xfinity series, incredibly fast. In his last Xfinity season, incredibly fast, won double digits of wins, at least above 9, at least 10 races. And as you can tell right here, he's putting that skills to the test. As you can tell, he's leading, and he's having a great run in the patriotic scheme. And I think that is the end of the stage. So Jab wins stage 2.
Well, before we head to green for stage 3,
42 hits the wall.
an advertisement.
Alright, so
if you are interested in learning the schedule of this series, Xfinity series, and the Truck series, visit our website at flyersfan3.wixsite.com for updates on any schedule changes or point standings.
alright, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, HighOffJ with 2 Y's 7. And I repeat again, HighOffJ with 2 Y's 7. And I will spell it out. HighOffJ AYY7. High off J7. Follow me on IG. I'll follow you back. Don't worry. However, that is besides the point. We have a race to cover. Okay, so currently Jab is your leader. We have the 43 right there behind him. Well, in second. That's the front row, and behind him is the 18. The final stage is underway here at Atlanta. Ooh, they are so close to each other. Look at that. Reminds me of Daytona last week. Now that the 18 finally has up, is fine. Ooh, hard hit for the 42. And the 12. Wow, alright, well,
Caution is
already
out.
wrecking. Yep, the caution is out. Definitely a very interesting restart with fun restarts.
Only
I
the
might
third
add.
caution of the race.
Only third.
Excluding
Wow,
stages.
the way that they're racing on the restarts, I'm very surprised by that. Directional, you crunching on them fish sticks is making me hungry. I could really use some of that. Oh, bro, you're making me hungry. Oh my goodness, I could really use.
They're actually really burnt, so
Some
I'm kind of
food.
not hungry anymore.
Oh, well, you heard it right there, folks. He burnt his chicken nuggets. They're very slow. Look at that, very slow. But hey, that's the speed for the yellow.
You know what else up? You know what else is burning?
What?
12 chances at winning this race.
When makes you say that?
It seems like he's always finding ways to
Choke.
further distance himself from first place, whether it be pitting at random times, pitting multiple times when he should only pit once, and just staying out for too long.
And the green flag is back out, and I think the reason why he's staying out, he really needs some points, in my opinion. He missed Daytona, so I definitely think that he needs some points. So I guess he's trying to get the points for the most laps led. And there goes Zach. Zach is out in front. When he's out in front, he doesn't really tend to really, to really lose the lead for no reason. You're really gonna have to bump Zach out of the way if you want to win the race. And speaking of bumping, there goes the 42 of Brute Gorgon, and the 78 is around in the back, but we're not gonna focus on that because he spins out like crazy. But that's besides the point. As we have the 42, he's right there. He's looking under the 18, and there he goes. He has a nose under him. Ooh, moves him up the track a little bit. And there goes, ooh, man. Ooh, the 88, the 12, and the 48 all spin out. And I think is the caution out? It really amazes me how there is no caution for that. That was just a 3-car pile up. And there's no caution inside. No caution inside. Very, very weird. So now here's the aerial view, sponsored by Goodyear. Look at this, the Goodyear blimp can. There goes the 42. The 42 is gonna try to make a run at it. He's 42 and the 18. They've had their little relationship today, together. They've definitely been really together for most of the race. And if it comes down to it, I feel like we're going to have a very interesting battle between the 42 and the 88 and the 18. 88 has not really been up front recently. Welcome back, Directional. Has the 88, where's the 88? I think he's in third. Is he in third? No, he is not. The 88 just struggled. The 88 and the 78, they've been struggling at Daytona and here at Atlanta. Maybe they'll do better later in the race.
Battle for third, actually. 43 takes it.
Very interesting. And let's look at this battle for the 42 and the 18, as the 42 is refusing to let the 18 out of his sight. Alright, now let's ride on board with the 42 as he's going to try to beat one of the best, Zach Mayo.
And you're not wrong when you say one of the best.
Oh, I'm definitely not. I mean, Zach definitely has tons of speed no matter where he goes, no matter what season it is, no matter what car he drives. He has hella speed, tons of speed. So yeah, definitely look for him at legit every race. Zach will legit win a majority of the season. And I mean, he'll probably win, my prediction, he'll probably win at least 9 or 10 races this year. So definitely look out for him throughout every race.
Yes, because the dominance he's been showing throughout these races, just regardless of where we've gone.
Ooh, Jab.
We went from
Jab
super
is a
speedway.
lap down. Ooh, lap traffic. When did Jab become a lap down?
Did not know.
Me neither. I did not see that. He must have pitted. Has to. Alright. Direction. We'll be right back. Are you back? I got you. This 42 is just not letting the 18 get away from him. Just not letting him get away. Ooh, the 42 hits the wall. But he's still going. He's still going. He didn't lose much momentum right there. That might have been a glitch. Might have been. Zach, can he go back to back? Just like Matt Kenseth in 2009. Almost a decade ago. Wow, time flies. I remember watching both of those races in 2009.
We still have a lot of racing left.
How much more racing we got left? Direction.
63 laps to go.
63 laps to go. I might need to get me a snack or something. Maybe.
I got myself Pop-Tarts, the official sponsor of NASCAR.
I thought his official sponsor was GoPro. We are so sorry, GoPro.
I mean,
ooh, the 18. The 18 digs up some grass, and he will lose some momentum from that. As here comes the 42. Ooh, the 42. Nah, it doesn't lose that much damage. I mean, it doesn't lose that much speed.
going back to the sponsorship thing, I made the Truck Series and Xfinity Series logo, so I could have honestly changed it to Pop-Tart. So we're just gonna acknowledge it as Pop-Tarts.
Right behind me.
Favorite flavor?
My favorite flavor would have to be cherry, but I definitely love to mix it up.
I like strawberry. I honestly like every flavor, except for fudge. That's weird.
Fudge. Speaking of food and candy,
Back to
the
racing.
leader of the race, M&M's. Zach Mayo currently is your leader, but last year we seen something different. And a few years ago we seen something different. We didn't see anybody even come close to the 18. As in, like, the 18 was legit like 7 or 8 seconds away from the field. But Brute, how in the world is Brute staying with the 18 and possibly passing him? Zach is literally...
It's that new Chevy.
Has to be. Or could it be the rumors? Could the rumors be true? Could Brute really be using a setup, or could this just be plain skill? Could this just be playing that he got a new video game and he's doing better on the video game than he did on the old one? Remember that this is the first full season on NASCAR Heat 3. Could he just be doing better because of the game? Or could this rumors be true? Could he actually be using a setup? I would like to think not. I would like to think that he just got more skills. But there's no way we could tell.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Who knows?
Because if you get caught with the setup, you will be banned from the National Racing League. And not just the GoPro Cup Series, not just the Hooter Series, not just the Truck Series, but everywhere. Everywhere. You're done.
So think about that next time you decide to cheat in our league.
And get caught. You have to be very stupid to get caught. I mean, very stupid. I mean, like, come on now. You shouldn't be caught. You have to be just very stupid to snitch on yourself like a rapper. Shout out to TK. He snitched on himself. That's why he's in jail right now. But this isn't a
He
TK
just
stream on Twitch. This is a NASCAR stream on Twitch. So let me get back to NASCAR.
43 into the pits.
Ooh, this should be that pit window. I noticed that the 88 and the 78 have just been battling each other senselessly. That is fun to watch. The 48, the 78 and the 88. I don't think, have they even led any lap? Has the 88 even led a lap this year yet?
No, not that I know of, no.
Yeah, but we have a
Very
long...
slow start to the year.
Ooh, 43. Out on track. The 43 was actually very strong today. In the beginning. But he's kind of fallen back a little bit. But the
Very
42 and the
interesting
18
so early.
are legit not giving up, are not doing anything. The 42 is not giving up on the 18. He is not letting it go. He's not going to save his tires. He's not going to save any fuel. He is just going. You can tell the 42 is hard. He's going hard. Because the 42, from what I have seen, he's definitely caught up to the drivers in front of him, but he just can't pass him, is what he has a problem with. He just can't pass him.
Hood cam on the 78 right now. As they're side by side exiting turn 4.
How is he doing?
He's actually doing pretty good as currently side by side for
42 down pit road.
'78 had a very nice side draft right there.
I see that, but it doesn't look like that's going to pay off as the 88 is going to prevail with the position that he's trying to do.
The 43?
The 43 has fresher tires, so he's probably going to get around these guys very easily. That's how I feel. Oh my god, the 43 just slams the 78 into the outside wall and hard hit for the
caution will come out?
Nah, it's not out. It's not out. Very surprising.
This is 21 now going to the pit lane.
The 78 is just mad. It has to be so mad. Chaos.
42 is in pit lane.
What was that? What was that crucial? Now there goes the leader of the race, the 18 of Zach Mayo. He's gonna go by and very great pit road entry. That has to be the best pit road entry I've seen today.
Oh, I think the 78 followed suit behind him. Yep, 78 in pit road.
Look at the 43 and the 88. I don't know if that's for position though, because the 43 did pit earlier. Not even way earlier.
43, I believe, is a lap down actually.
Yeah, he has to be. That can't be full position. It's a sunny day here at Atlanta. Great time of day for a race. Great weather for a race. Definitely a very interesting one. It's kind of boring at the moment, but this is just pure racing at its best. Well, not its best, but just pure racing. Just enjoy it. Fantastic paint scheme. The NASCAR racing experience. Got that petty blue in that 43.
Yeah. So, as we wait for this race to, get interesting, any race you looking forward to this season for Cup?
The ones that can really, the tracks that Tempers can flare at the most, because that's very entertaining for us. Not for them, but definitely for us. Payback.
I'm personally excited to see. You continue.
I would definitely like to see maybe some short tracks like Bristol or Richmond, and maybe Talladega, because Daytona was definitely hectic. And think about how Talladega could be. Definitely be very interesting. The cookie cutters of Atlanta, Las Vegas, Charlotte. Is the Charlotte Robo on the schedule?
Yes, and that's the race
snap.
I'm most
I'm
excited
definitely
for.
interested in that. What am I talking about? I'm definitely interested for that. Ooh, the
That's
road
how I
courses.
feel about all the road courses this year.
Wow, how did I forget? That's why real life NASCAR needs some more road courses, some short tracks. I would love that instead of 2 races at Las Vegas. Even though Las Vegas was definitely a very interesting race. Brad Keselowski won that race. Shout out to you, Brad. Yes. So As you can see, we are on board with the 42. Let's go to who is the leader of the race? Is the 18 the leader?
Leader of the race is still 18. 88 has went into pit road.
It's about time for him.
So after this race, they will be heading to the O'Reilly Auto Parts 250 at Texas.
Next Friday. You better stay tuned, Twitch. You better stay tuned too. I'm watching you. The two viewers that are looking at the stream right now, watching you.
There was background noise in my mic, and I apologize for that.
So it's all good. I can't even hear it. I didn't even know there was a background noise.
First road course of the year will be on the 6th of October at Sonoma.
Alright, there goes
Forward to that.
48 of Jab on pit road. Interstate batteries. Ring.
Tune in tonight for
Great.
the Daytona 125 and Active Pest Control 100 at Atlanta and
All
Daytona.
proud sponsor. All
For the
proud
truck
sponsors
series.
of the 18. '80 is coming back off of pit road. No, that's a 48. Never mind. 48 is coming back off of pit road.
Very quiet race so far. So there's currently no major battles. 43 into the pits though. Your leader, Daytona 250 winner, Zach Mayo in the 18. Very ecstatic last week about it. Well, yesterday about his win at Daytona. First one at Daytona. Imagine the adrenaline running through him right now as he is on his way to possibly claiming his second straight win to start the season.
Hello everyone.
Welcome back.
Yes, just stuff. Zach May was still your leader. Not really much has changed since the commercial break or whatever. So yes, the 18, is he your leader? Direction.
Yeah.
Is Zach the leader?
Yeah, he's still leader. No one's even contending at this point for position. He's got a whole backstretch plus lead on second place. It is very spread out. Right now we have a small battle going on between the 42, 78, and the 43 is just watching it all unfold. 78 does have a run on the 42. Will not be able to complete the pass. Contact. 78, 42 make contact. 78 retaliates. 42 down below the yellow line of the backstretch. Interesting connection there between drivers. Might have been retaliation for earlier in the race when they made contact. As the 78 has now moved up in position. '18 still in the lead, of course. 88 around on the front stretch. I don't know if I'm glitching or not, but 88 around off turn 2. Very interesting, as it doesn't seem like he is moving, just sort of stopped on the track. May have possibly lagged out of the race. Very interesting here, as he will fall numerous laps down. '18 inching closer to that 42 car. Followed by the 40, after the 42, there's the 43. Then 12 and 78 are in battle. 20. That will round out the field with the 48. Okay, I messed that up. Forget that. My apologies. And last, of course, Flyers. Yeah, because apparently died on the backstretch. After him, it is the 42 car. Then the 43. 12, 78, 20. Then this okay, I'm bad commentating. It's very hard to kind of estimate what positions are due to not having a ticker to really look at that. So my apologies. As we do get confirmation now that the 88 has lagged out of the race, the 20 and 78 make contact off turn 2. 20 will get past 78. Meanwhile, Sean is nowhere to be found.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go in and out for this broadcast.
It's alright.
But just take
Flyers
over.
has lagged out of the race.
Take over. I'm still. Oh, Flyers left.
Flyers lagged out of the race, so he will
that's
finish
sad.
with DNF.
The creator of the National Racing League is out. That's sad. I'm definitely hoping for him.
I believe he is second to last.
Let's
Did Neff begin the race today and lag out? I believe he did. I'll have to check the ticker on the top to see. I just had a massive fail trying to do the order of the cars.
88 is done for. He's just parked. In the high lane to turn 2.
Do you notice how he's just parked on the, like you can spectate him still? He's just sitting there on the backstretch.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. As we get a pass here, 42 passes the 43 for position.
What position is that? The lead? It can't be for the lead.
Can't be for the lead, no. A bunch of battles going on here as we have the 20 and 78 are fighting. Ooh, contact exiting turn 4. The 42 and 12 make contact. 42 hits apron. 42 into the wall. Exit
He's just
4.
been miserable.
As the 18 right now is, I believe, lapping the 43 and 12 cars.
What? He laps the 43. What? When did this? Wow. Okay. 43, one of the strongest guys of the day, possibly could go a lap down right now.
18 did slow down there. Don't know why he would slow down entering the turn.
Maybe try not to get into the 43. He's a clean racer.
Ah, yes, the 18 is in position 1. Followed by the 20 of HC Range Drop.
How far back is the 20? It has to be incredibly far back.
The 20 is very far back.
This is more Zach performance right here. When I was thinking that 42
20
was like...
slowing down, 20 enters pit lane.
He must be out of gas.
Yes,
so,
20 will enter the
there
pit
goes
lane.
18.
This is the leaders right here, Sean. The 20 is second place, and the 18 is about to lap him. The entire field has been lapped so far.
Wow.
Incredible performance by Zach today.
Can't be any setups either. It has to be just skill from Zach. "71 minutes in. This is a long race."
Yeah, it's a very long race. Really tests the endurance of these drivers. 12 and 78 come in now, following suit. Let's see if any more drivers will decide to come in. 48 will stay out this lap.
20's gonna need a caution if he wants to stay on the lead lap. I mean, that's what I think. Because that 18 is just coming. He's not stopping for no one.
Off of turn 2 into the grass. Don't know what went wrong there, but we'll lose some position.
He's going back up to speed. He's gonna go another lap down.
Pass him.
If he wasn't a lap down already, he's 2 laps down now. Is the 12? Is the 42 and the 12?
And 42.
Oh, the 12 and the 42 get into each other. Ooh, he's coming back. Oh, they're mad. They're mad. There goes the 12. He's around.
All right. Well,
now the 43's in the wall. But
how many battles going on here?
Spectating Flyers. Didn't even mean to. Flyers is out of the race. First DNF of the year for him. Hopefully he'll rebound at Texas next week.
The 18's still just continuing his
Let's
dominance.
focus on this battle right here. These two are just mad at the world. They're just so angry. 42, like we said before, has a hard time getting around people, but has no problem with setting them up.
That battle you're watching is the closest a group of cars are to each other. This is a very spaced out race so far.
Oh yes, it is. Entertainment reasons, I wouldn't mind a caution, but Zach will win this race fair and square. The dominant driver will win if it stays the way it is. Alright, go ahead. I might be silent, I might not be. Fantastic run for the 18. I don't know what else to say. Alright, right now. Invite to the party. Oh, to the game. So now we have 2 more spectators. If you are just joining us, you missed an incredible first 2 stages, if I do say so myself, and a very great restart for stage 3. Other than that, I don't really see much. All I see is just Zach and the Eminem's camera just dominating this race. Flyers does have a DNF though, as he's out of the race. And there's not much battles across this track. How fitting. 18 is leading and there's 18 laps to go. Zach, there's no stopping him. He's gonna go back to back. No doubt about it. Back to back. There's nothing that anyone can do. He has lap traffic coming up. I don't think that's gonna be a problem for him. Unless Thrash is just gonna wreck him for no reason, but I thought he's gonna be like that. It has to be. 43 is in the outside wall, but I'm pretty sure that can't really put him in a deeper hole that he's already in. Can't be. "43's in the wall. Like, what is he doing? Oh my God. He's going up pit road. It's like he's using the outside. Yeah, very interesting. Maybe Bubba Wallace should have done that at Pocono. Thrash is trying to race with the 18. But the 18 is just so quick. Ooh, we got 5 viewers on Twitch. That's nice. Alright, if you were one of the 5 viewers, you came in at the wrong time. I mean, look at this. I mean, you're definitely, you're witnessing dominance at its best, though. Zach is incredibly dominant. There's nothing else really to say. I mean, he is dominant. If you're here to watch dominance, then this is the place you want to be at. If you want to see other drivers go for it, except for the 18, you should have came for the first 2 stages. But this stream will stay up. It's gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna go on Twitch for a while. You have a while to watch this entire race, but you're gonna need some popcorn and your phone right next to you. You want some of that entertainment, you know. Crash where? Where? Wow, the 42s and collects the leader. What at the what? What in the world? Oh, the 70. What in the world? The 18 is around. What in the world just happened? What? I wish we had multiple cameras. What in the world? Okay then. Okay. So the 20's back in the race. And another driver will probably be back in the race as well. Who was the lucky dog? We're still going to call it the Aaron's lucky dog, by the way. Because that was the OG lucky dog. I think Chaos is 78's back on the lead lap. Alright, well, this might be the last restart of the race. And the green flag is back out. We are back racing. If we get more cautions, well, depending on the way the drivers race, the whole field could be back on. Oh, wow. Okay, there goes the 43 into the wall. And looks like his race is done. But judging by the way these drivers race, 78, can he win this race? Ooh, the 42 is going to have a nose under him. Is the 42 on the lead lap? I don't know if the 42 is on the lead lap. Well, if he is, he's definitely going to try. I forgot who was in second. Oh, yeah. The 78 is currently second. But the 42 and the 48, they're definitely going to try to get their laps back. Unless they cause a caution. I think the 78 was the lucky dog. free pass and Lucky Dog. Same thing. Wow, the 18 just shuts the door on the 42. The 18 is really... Oh, he's blocking the 42. Has to be. Look at that. The 42 is just trying his best. Oh, he moves back up the track. Oh, the apron, and wow, the 18 just blocks the 42, trying his best. 42 is definitely not going to be happy with that move by the 18. Oh, they're definitely going to wreck. Oh, let's go back. They're definitely going to wreck. Oh, there they go. They're around. There they go. They're definitely going to wreck. And I think the caution is out. The caution is out. There we go. Wow, we went from boring to actually very entertaining as we have the leader who wrecked in the beginning of this run. In the end of the last run, who wrecked, and he is up there, still in the lead, but the 42. Yo, we're gonna have more drivers on the lead lap, so that means more drivers that can possibly win the race. But that 18 is not gonna give it up. Zach is not gonna give it up. As Brute definitely has one of the arguably fast cars of the day, like we said before. Brute can get up to people, but he just can't pass them. He's gonna have to put the bumper to him if he wants to take it. All right, well, the 20 and the 18 teammates starting on the front row. Green flag is back out. We are back racing. 18 with a fantastic jump on this restart. Ooh, the 42 is in the wall. If they keep racing like that, they're not going to get around the 18. I'm just saying. Ooh, the 12 hits the apron. He's gonna go to the infield. Tough break for him. Doesn't look like he's gonna win the race if there's no caution. But the 48 is currently second. Ooh, is he catching the 18? I believe he's catching. He's catching the 18. Wow. Is this the last lap or something? I don't know. They're really racing like it is. Ooh, he's gonna try the high side. The 18 is definitely gonna block. He blocked the mess out of the 42. He's definitely gonna try to block the 48 as well. Wow, Zach kind of loses times in the turns a little bit. Ooh. Blocks the 48. But now he's going to go on the outside, and here comes Brute. That's the end of the race? That's the end of the race. Wow, I wish I could have known that, so I could have commentated it way better. But Zach wins back-to-back. The first two races of the year. Fantastic. Definitely fantastic run by the 18. Fantastic run by the 42. The 42, strong car. Couldn't get around people, though. Just couldn't. But Zach. Yes. The 8. Did you just say the 88? I'll be honest with you. I disagree with that. I really disagree with you. Oh. Sarcasm at its best here on Twitch. That was the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 here at Atlanta for the GoPro Cup Series. Oh yeah, you bet we're gonna get some interviews going. You bet. I mean, you bet we're gonna get some interviews going. Zach Mayo, fantastic run by that young man. Very fitting for him to drive the 18 because Zach.
This entire time my audio wasn't included.
What?
Like from the when I came back in to tell you the laps to go to the end of the race, none of the audio was included. I look at the box and I'm like,
Directional's audio wasn't included, and I'm just being told. Wow.
Let me just repeat what I was gonna say though. Dominant performance by the 88 car. Stayed in the back the entire race. Great performance by Flyers. So really could see him being one of the contenders for the last place trophy of the year.
And I'm pretty sure Flyers is gonna get way better. Pretty sure he's been way
I'm gonna
better.
hear from him after the race.
Is Flyers a past champion?
Yeah, no.
He is a I think he's the. Is he the best? Who won the championship last year?
I think it was, you know what, we'll ask the Cup guy that we're about to interview. Zach Mayo.
Zach. Did he join yet?
Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Winner of
Zach.
2 straight to start the season. How
Zach.
do you feel?
If I could be honest with you, Zach.
Pretty good.
fantastic.
Car was pretty good. I mean, at the end it wasn't as fast. It was just weird. You know, one run I'd be running 29.0 and then it'd be a 2, but
Is your
I just
audio
feel
included,
like
by the
the
way?
track changed a lot. Yeah, that was.
All
But
right.
yeah,
So,
the car was pretty good.
so
Almost had
Zach,
the
is
field
there?
lapped at one point.
Is there? I noticed that you and Bro kind of had a little scuffle on track. Is everything okay between you and him?
Yeah, dude, I pinched him off in the 3rd corner because he just caused a wreck to get the green light checkered, so I wasn't going to let him win the race. I pinched him off in the corner. Didn't wreck him, but it cost him a lot of time.
I think you finished
Well,
3rd or 2nd.
Hey, you guys.
We asked you this last time, but how do you feel entering Texas next week, knowing that you are the winner of 2 straight to start the season?
That's another great track, and I think I can make it 3 in a row. We'll have to see what happens, but should have a good chance at it.
Has anyone ever won 3 in a row in GoPro Cup Series history?
Yeah,
three races?
I won 5 in a row.
Oh my
Well, not
god.
the first 3, but I won 5 in a row. Season 2.
What?
Could it be the first
No,
time in history?
nobody's ever won the first 3. I'm pretty
Could it be the first time in GoPro history that you win the first 3?
Yeah, if I win the next race.
That's what's
So,
up. Is there
we'll be
anybody that you
watching you
had fun racing against?
I don't even know if anybody's even won the first 2. I don't know. My teammates, and that's about it. I mean, I was really by myself for a lot of the race. But it was really easy.
It was very
Yeah.
exciting. That's
I
sarcasm.
bet. No, yeah. I low-key fell asleep, to be honest with you. There's a whole quiet period on Twitch right now.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I
it
fell
was
asleep by
a
accident.
file for like 100 laps or whatever.
It was actually
70
pretty.
laps.
It was actually pretty fun when the top 3 drivers were going at it. They didn't separate from each other. That was actually pretty interesting.
Well,
But then I said,
let me get another interview in, so congrats on the win.
all right,
Well,
thanks,
GTA
yeah.
party
Next
week in
right
Texas.
after the race. Yeah, I
Alright,
didn't
so
forget
who
about
else
that.
do we want?
Now let's get Flyers in here because wow, horrible performance by the league owner.
Absolutely disgusting performance.
I wouldn't say disgusting. I'll just say not that good.
He was one of the viewers on Twitch.
I'm going to eat a sandwich, by the way, just letting you know. So if you hear something, that's me eating my sandwich. I'm hungry after these 2 hours. I didn't get up from this couch once.
I can probably handle the questions for this one. No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Flyers.
Flyers.
Very dominant for you,
this-
the 88 car.
I will be honest
How do you
with
feel
you.
after that interesting finish?
Alright, just tell us about your race. Alright, you better get that mic
do
included
it.
then. Better get it.
So,
there it
I
is.
got a lot of things to say. I'm not
Tell us
just here
about
for
your thoughts
myself.
about
I'm
the
here
race.
to release some announcements. There's announcements being placed. I'm gonna get to that in a second.
Alright.
So, what's your question?
Announcements!
Tell us about how you feel,
what's your
feel about
question?
the race.
Every time I got into the pack, people raced like clowns. Got wrecked. Simple as that. Next question.
Well,
Can I say this one directionally? Then you can say your next one.
yeah,
Alright, so Flyers, is there any drivers specifically that you have a problem with, or did you get raced cleanly throughout the race? Or
Did
who are
I
the
get
drivers?
raced cleanly? Did I get raced cleanly? You asked.
I'm sorry, I had to ask, bro. I fell asleep.
Next question, please.
Alright, so
Well,
who wrecked you then? Who wrecked you then?
Everybody,
Who you have a
other than
problem
Zach and Jack and Austin
Dan.
and Boot. Actually, no, it wasn't everybody. It was actually Coffee and Thrasher and Coffee
so,
and Thrasher.
one final question before we
coffee.
send you off here
Yeah.
and move on to our next drive.
And move on to your
final
announcements,
driver
because you do
interviews.
have announcements.
Yeah, but I do
Yes.
know.
Moving forward, a tough past 2 weeks to open up the season, finishing mid-pack at Daytona and last here. How do you feel
Lagged
as
out.
you head to Texas?
I had a really really fast car today. When I was by myself, I was running really well. I was actually same pace as that. Same exact pace. Couldn't get up there.
Alright, since you are the league owner, right? Since you are the league owner, right? And did you hear about all the speculation that Brute Gorgon, the driver of the 42 Credit One Bank,
I watched this
Chevrolet,
stream. I saw
do you
him
think-
do it.
do you
He is
think he
suspended
has-
for Texas. His home track, he is suspended.
Oh my goodness, that's the announcement. Do you think he has his setups?
Setups, no. Too slow.
Alright,
Too
so
slower than me.
is that the only announcement?
So any
you
more
have today?
announcements you have there?
Any more announcements? Oyster, I think, was innocent. He got wrecked, I think, by Brute. I saw it's Brute. He's known to do this. So,
Wow.
yeah,
So,
suspended
Brute
for
Gorgon,
Texas.
Well, goodbye, Brute.
suspension.
Suspended
Well,
for
we
his
will,
home track. Texas, I feel like I have a really good car for that track. I'm looking forward to that, but hopefully I don't get wrecked.
Is there anyone else you
Yeah,
think we should
we
talk
have.
to?
Jonah. I want you to talk to Jonah.
Alright, let's get Chaos. Chaos had a very poor performance as well.
It wasn't his fault either. Same situation with me.
Mm-hmm.
When he got wrecked
Was
by
it-
Oyster, it was Oyster's line.
It wasn't his fault, but you know, still didn't really come out with the.
Every time he got wrecked, it was not his fault.
didn't
Well,
come
we're
out with
gonna
the
move on
finish
to
that he wanted.
next interviews.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, take care. We'll talk
Congrats
to you
on
in a
the
little bit.
15F.
Wow. Invite Chaos.
Tempers flaring.
Did you have 4
I
viewers?
listened.
Thank goodness you 4 viewers looking at us. That's what's up. Just watch your interviews. now.
Yeah.
I like that. I think shout out to Drew and Owen. I'm pretty sure you guys are watching. Shout out to the Lepsack brothers. You guys better.
Send one more invite
That's
to
besides the point, or I don't even know what to say. Chaos back in here.
Chaos, I think, is refusing to join.
If he doesn't accept the invite, then we'll just invite Coffee. Just one more person. Who finished?
That's what we
hold up,
did
who-
last week, though.
Get Crucial in here. If not.
We'll just invite Crucial. This is,
Chaos, driver of the 78 Bass Pro Shops Camry, is not joining us. Alright, well, we'll try somebody else.
Can't
Let's get
find-
Coffee in here. Oh,
Oh my.
Crucial. Crucial was fast.
Well, we do have one person, and Flyers again.
You know, when
Mostly 'cause
nobody's
he
really
asked for an
accepting the
invite.
invites. Nobody else is really accepting our invites, so I think it's about that time to call it a stream. I think it's about that time.
So, tune in next week for
what's good?
Texas.
Shoes off. Before the shoes off. I was told now that Brute didn't cause it.
Brute
Mm.
did cause it. Brute caused the accident.
You have a clip.
I don't know
of it?
which accident you're talking about, though.
I don't
Because
have
there
a
was so
clip
many
of it,
different
but I
ones.
saw
What do you
it.
think the one that started off?
Oh yeah, that one. Never mind.
Brute and Oyster. I was told it's Oyster now. And then I'm hearing
Actually,
Brute. Then I'm hearing
oh,
Oyster.
Coffee
Make
just
up your
sent me
minds.
a message. Oh, Coffee wants to invite. Want me to invite him, Flash?
Coffee keeps saying
God.
it's Oyster, and then I keep hearing it's Brute. I don't
Oh,
know.
Bradley
Get
texted
I don't
me.
think we invite. I don't think we invite HC.
Bradley.
So I think
Don't
we
invite
should,
HC and Bradley.
Oh, Bradley did win the
stream.
Just end the stream.
Are you sure you don't want Coffee? In
So,
here?
By the
what?
way, make sure to watch the truck race at 3:30 and also watch the Xfinity race tonight at 8.
Mhm.
Right,
That's
I
for
haven't
our
missed that,
league owners, so
unfortunately.
you better do it, or else we're gonna get
Better
fired.
do it, otherwise you're gonna get spanked. Hose.
Mm.
Well,
All right, well,
concludes
that
tonight's
concludes it.
today's broadcast.
So Brute might not be suspended for Texas. I'll have to do some
Hey.
reevaluating.
Hey, don't worry, Switch fans. You're gonna find out. There's still 4 viewers. I'm surprised that you guys are staying this long. I like that. I like that.
Alright, so Shark
Let me
season
just
less
end
than an hour.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Stay
going-
tuned for the
yeah.
trucks race. I might watch that. I'm gonna watch that.
I might be
Or-
special guest
might tune in.
commentator that race. I
Who?
might be, so I might special guest Daytona.
That's
Probably
what's
am.
up, and I would love to hear your voice on Twitch. All right, I'm rambling
And then
now.
I'll
I'm
be
rambling now.
commentating the Xfinity race tonight. Alright, end the stream
Alright.
and sign up.
All right. Peace out, Twitch from Atlanta.